This is how much I love you guys. I just got out of Grown Ups 2 starring Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider, Kevin James, and Chris Rock. And this movie was terrible. The plot follows the gang again. If you saw the first Grown Ups, it follows those guys. It doesn't follow Rob Schneider. He wasn't in the film this time. It follows these guys, and there's no real plot. They've got wives who are way more attractive than they deserve, and they're all sort of just low lives. But besides Adam Sandler, they're all just kind of sketchy, and they're back for their crazy antics, and it's like adult versus college kids, and it's the poop jokes and the fart jokes and the sex jokes and the gay jokes. It doesn't work anymore. It's formulaic. You know what's going to happen from the start. This movie was absolutely awful, and it's crazy how polarizing it is, because we've got a really great movie, Pacific Rim, and then we've got Grown Ups 2. Adam Sandler's back doing his same old thing. You know, the other guys, they were fine, but all you get are these countless fart jokes, and in the beginning, you know, Adam Sandler gets peed on by a deer, and it's just like, guys, when you were making this movie, did you really think this was funny? Were you sitting at the table writing the script and, oh yeah, they would love this? No, this movie is not funny. I will admit, I laughed a few times. No, I wouldn't even say a few times, that's too much. I laughed 1 to 2 times, mostly because of something was said, something ad-libbed or something maybe Adam Sandler said that was kind of funny, but that's all the movie has going for it. You get Jacob from Twilight, he's in this movie, and he runs this frat house, or whatever, and it's like, oh, you're old, and then they're like, oh, you're young and snobby, and they have their back and forth, and they fight, and then Adam Sandler gets into a fight with a student that's picking on his kid, and then Adam Sandler also has a conflict with Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin from, you know, WWE, and it's just like, there's so many conflicts. And it's like, okay, he got rid of this conflict, but now we've got all these conflicts, and now that's going to take another 45 minutes for him to finish getting rid of all that. And the movie was so painful to sit through. The only thing I loved was it's all one day. Like, the whole movie is in the span of one day. So you're like, okay, the sun's going down, it's almost over. The movie's almost over. If I can last this 30 minutes, I'll be fine. I was this close to walking out because of how long this movie feels due to the overly used poop jokes and just all that stuff going on. Guys, it's not funny anymore. Even the audience around me, they liked it a lot more than I did. They laughed, but they weren't like rolling in their chair. They were just laughing moderately, and I was like, hey, maybe these people are starting to realize this stuff is just not funny anymore. I don't know what else to say about this film. That there's so many cameos in the movie, but you're just like, I've seen all of this before. Oh, Stone Cold makes an appearance. Shaquille O'Neal makes an appearance. All these actors come in and make their cameos, but it's not funny because they do the same thing for an hour and 45 minutes. Grown Ups 2 gets a 1.5. No, not even 1.5. Grown Ups 2 gets a 1. Yeah, it was 1.5 walking out of the theaters. When I thought about it, it's a 1. 1 for Grown Ups 2. Now, you guys excited for this film? As you can tell, I'm so excited and so happy to have seen this movie. Oh, it was phenomenal. No, this movie was awful. Are you guys excited to see this? I'm sure you're not, because the trailers look bad. And I thought maybe it would surprise me and I would like it, just like I like The Heat. But this movie was downright horrible. Make sure to like this video, guys, and comment on it, and let me know your thoughts. Did you like my review? Did you hate it? I want to know your opinions on Grown Ups 2. Are you excited for it? And if you have seen it, let me know what you think of it. If you liked it, I really want to know why you liked it. So, let me know in the comments. And as always, stay tuned for more. I'm the Modern Film Critic, signing off. Woo!
I'm so glad we left the city. This is such a good place to raise a family.
Excuse me for a second.